I learned how to pick pockets in Miami. I wouldn't steal from black people.
Just white people.
Went to the pimp ball.
The pimp ball?
I'm not finna suck on no dick for nothing.
You're killing me.
I started stealing at a very early age.
How?
Going to work with my mama, going in these rich white folks' houses. I'm stealing out of each compartment. Wherever was an open spot for me, I'm stealing out of there.
What is she doing?
She was a housekeeper, because during that time, that was like the 60s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you working $7, $8 a day, and you're not getting everything that you want. So I got a couple friends that, their parents was doing pretty good. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So they had shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm realizing, damn, you ain't, you know what I'm saying? You really ain't got shit. But my mama considered something, it wasn't shit to me. You know what I'm saying? So we supposed to be happy with the hand-me-downs.
How old were you at this point?
I'm probably 7, 8, going on 8 years old when I started stealing, going with my mom. Then I go with my grandmama, still out of those houses. I'm stealing everything. I only change I leave is the pennies. I never steal the pennies. Okay.
Are these people noticing anything? Are they saying anything to your mom? Like, hey, we had $60 in the ashtray, and
you know what? That's funny, because I'm realizing how I was doing it because I never took every fucking thing.
Okay.
So what you call that's early onset fucking peeling. That's what you call peeling. You don't take all the money for a person to see that they missing money. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I leave the pennies, but these rich people, they got money. So why would they want to, they worried about that little shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still in underwear. Even if they was dirty, it wasn't not shitty dirty, but dirty dog. Dirty panties and shit, because they was pretty, silk. Our folks got money over there. So I'm up in there and I'm just taking my time. I'm going through the shit. I'm going through the drawers. I'm going through everything in the house. And I'm,
Well, this stuff is showing up at your mom's house at some point. She's noticing.
I'm hiding.
Where?
I'm hiding it. And then during that time, my mom just not really paying attention, because shit was hard back then. So she had enough on her plate worry about my daddy. You know what I'm saying? So she couldn't worry about other minor shit. I would have to worry about my sister and them, not my mama. So I always had to make sure that I got shit for my sister and them too.
Well, what's your dad doing?
My dad is working. And then my dad, after he's working, he coming home. If he come home late, then we know he get ready to come home and fight my mama.
Okay, what does he do for a living? So he's
at the time my dad was doing. He was worked as a service for dry cleaning.
Okay,
and then he started driving the trucks later on.
And you're saying if he came home late, what does he do? Go by the bar?
He went by the bar, got drunk, and then he'll come home. And if he drinking, he coming home and gonna fight. So it's gonna be, we gonna run out the house. He gonna beat my mama up or some shit, So I had to deal with all that shit mentally, growing up as a kid, and that shit traumatized me. But it made me a strong woman, as I grew older.
How long does this go on? Do they stay together the whole time? Or?
My mom and daddy stayed together to death they parted. To death they parted. My mom and dad stayed together. I don't know how she did it, but him unintentionally, through him, the trauma that I got, I think what it was the best for me, because he made me the strongest woman that I am. Unintentionally.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Traumatizing me like that just made me a stronger woman. That's all.
So at what point do you stay in the house? Do you go to high school? Do you?
Yeah, I'm in school. I go to school. I got to go to school. You know what I'm saying? Because my mama gonna make sure I go to school. So I go to school, and actually I'm a smart kid. I just start being devilish and start stealing shit from the teachers, getting some classmates to teach them how to go and steal a little something, you know what I'm saying? And then we go and get the cars. My friend have a car in junior high, and we go, I take them shopping, and I'm going stealing. I started stealing.
So you're like, what do they call it? Boosting clothes?
Boosting, yeah.
Is that what you're?
Yeah.
This is before they have the little teet, 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 the little
Yeah,
things, right?
yeah. I'm probably the reason why they got them little tick tick
Right.
ticks, the buzzers, because I used to take it like that, and I know I did because the reason why they got the buzzers on the stores when you come in now is probably from us back in the '70s, not no New Jack shit. We did this shit back in the '70s.
And you're still living in Miami.
I'm in Hollandale
Okay.
Beach. Yeah.
How do you end up? Do you ever get in trouble? Do you ever get caught? Like, do you go to jail? Like you?
When I was young, I went to jail. I started like when I was like 14 years old. I went to jail. My friend and I we put our mom wigs on, right? So we looking like grown because I always looked older, and then I was always mature for my age, a big girl. You know what I'm saying? So she got caught in Zares, and she when they got her, she called me and she told them she got some too, so that made them get me, right? So we sitting there with fucking wigs on, 14 years old with some damn Diana Ross wigs on and shit. And her mama came and got her from the store, but my mama made the police take me to the police station, and I was 14 years old.
Okay, wait. Your mother made them take you to the police station?
Yeah, because she wouldn't come up to the store and get me.
Oh, she wanted you to learn a lesson.
Yes, she was teaching me a lesson, but that was not a good lesson.
No.
Because I wasn't scared from that point on. Nothing scared me. And then I started hanging with the older people. I'm starting to hang with the older set, like all the boosters and the robbers. They was dope fiends, but they the sharpest dope fiends in the world because they was getting money. You know,
now you got a little bit of street cred too. I've been arrested. I've been to jail. I know how this works.
Yeah, I've been to jail. I went to jail a lot. You know, so I started early. Oh, there's so many different instances. One time I was stealing, and my sister, not my second older sister, I ain't gonna say it. Anyway, she went to. I was at a store and I was stealing, and I got the people wanted to catch me, and she's such a fighter because she could fight. She could fight, and the security wanted to come and catch me, but she wouldn't let him. She fought that man, and I wanted her. I wanted to say, please stop whooping that man. I had to leave her, so I ran across the street to catch the bus. And I'm looking over there. She's still whooping on the people till the police came. I was like, and she never been in trouble before, and she worked in the bank for all her life. She retired in the bank, but that was the only time she ever got in trouble. She would never do that shit again.
What? Would they arrested her for what? Just assault?
For assault, yeah.
But because she was playing, it was basically she was interference
Yes.
for you to get away.
Yeah.
So she got an assault.
No, she
charge.
wasn't really. No, mentally she wasn't. This is just her instinct. Is she a fighter? And so they was trying to come and get me, and I was like, shit, I can't stay over here. All of us don't need to go to jail. And I went and ran across the street to catch the bus. I look over there across the street and see her over there getting tied up with the police and shit. They didn't see me at that time.
So, all right. So, how long does this go on? What does your mom say?
My mom couldn't say anything. She tried to love on me as best as she could because it was nothing to stop where my mindset was at that time. I was already on go. I was on go from a child, you know. So it started from when I was like 5 years old. I'm started stealing little shit. Then I go to junior high school, and I'm starting to steal bigger shit because now I don't want to steal the little shit.
You're getting larger items.
I'm getting more. I'm getting more because I'm addicted to the prices too, not just little shit. I automatically, if you stealing something, you might as well steal the priciest one. Why would the fuck if you gonna get caught stealing? You steal the priciest one. So my first objective is always I'm looking for the priciest.
So once you grab some, do you come back and get cash for it? Like, do you come back like I bought this a month
I
ago?
start getting customers. I sell shit to people. I have customer people that are buying these things. Some stuff I would give away. I was like a Robin Hood in my because like my friends and we got some pictures in high school, junior high, and all us got on chokers, and they remember. She said, "Girl, you remember you gave me that choker?" I remember I stole all those chokers that you put on your neck, but you know,
Yeah.
the stuff that they will remind me. And all of my friends are straight squares. All of my friends. I mean, like they are straight squares, and to today, we are still friends. You know, even some of them police officers, correction officers, all that shit, and they still fuck with me.
So how long does this go on? You graduate high school?
I graduated high school. I'm still in. I got to tell you this about this in high school. What I did was, I was on a gymnastic team, right? So in the gym, in the gym, I would we get undressed and we go to the floor, right? So in the bathroom for the girls, everybody leave their purses in there. It's only a couple of us black people on the gymnastic team anyway. I used to be an athletic. I was an athletic. And so just came to my mind, I'm finna take this here. I went in there and cleaned the fucking locker room out. So what happened was I got some shit that was sentimental value. So after I go in the locker room, clean it out, get everything. After a few days, a week passed, but the people missing their shit, right? Mm. So the parents are pressing the administration about the shit that's missing, and then they end up telling one of my classmates, pressure her because they remember who opened this door, because once you get upstairs for the gym and the gymnastic team, the doors is supposed to be closed locked. So they remember seeing one of the girls and the one of my classmates, and she the one told, because I'm the one opened the door for I could take all the shit and give it to them to go. And it was some watches, and it was a sentimental value. They was pressing charges, and once they found out that was me, my mama said because she drive the bus for the school, which I didn't ride on her bus, and she said when they pull up, the superintendent, the principal, came out and told her, well, Miss Wells, she's done it again. So they kicked me out all the schools in Dade County for that year. And then I had to go to Brunswick, Georgia.
Well, what happened to the sentimental watch?
I had to give it back.
I didn't know you mentioned you gave it back.
I had to give it back. They was pressing charges.
You didn't stay with it wasn't me? No,
I didn't stay with it. Wasn't me, because the girl done told on me, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So thank God there wasn't no cameras back then. But yeah, she didn't tell. She told on me. That's me, because she didn't want to get in trouble. You know, so they told on me, and I had.
You didn't say, was she a white girl?
No, she was a black girl.
I was gonna say, you could have said, she's just saying that because I'm like, this racism.
No.
Blame it on.
No, they had me dead to right because I had so much stuff. You know what I mean? Like, so it wasn't even like it was just two people. I mean, I went through everybody's shit. Okay. And so I would always, another thing that I did when I was young, I wouldn't steal from black people. Use my expression. But it was like, it wasn't the thing to do for me in my head. Oh.
It's just white people. How long does this go on? Do you get arrested again in high school, or do you actually end up graduating?
No, I didn't get arrested after that 14. After I went to jail, my mom made me stay.
Where do you go to high school now? If they kicked you out of Dade,
I got kicked out of all the schools in Dade County, so I ended up going to Brunswick, Georgia.
Oh, okay. Well, who lives there? Like
my dad's sister lived up in Georgia, and that was probably the worst thing they could have did, because I tore that town up. Okay,
they're like, we're gonna send.
Where did this?
Auntie, we're sending your project in. This chick's a train wreck. So
I tore that town up, boy. I stole every chance I got out that town, and then what happened? My aunt worked for Holiday Inn.
This video is sponsored by Raycon. If you're looking for a great holiday gift, I've been using Raycon's Essential Open Earbuds, and they're really good. I can listen to music or podcasts and still hear what's going on around me. It's perfect for the gym, walking outside, or even when I'm working. And right now, they're up to 20% off for the holidays, so this is the time to grab them. Most earbuds block out everything. You can't hear someone yelling your name or even a car that's nearby. But Raycon's Open Earbuds sit just outside of your ear, so you can get clear sound and you can still hear the world around you. I've been using these every day. They stay in place, feel super light, and they don't hurt my ears. Raycon has over 3 million customers, and they sound as good as many of the expensive brands. Plus, they have a 30-day guarantee if you want to try them out. The Essential Open Earbuds are here for the holiday season, and they're selling fast. Raycon audio products are up to 20% off this holiday season. Just click the link in the description box or go to buyraycon.com/ITC open to save on Raycon audio products site-wide.
God bless her, Aunt Tommy Lee. I'm sorry, but baby, she took me to work with her at the Holiday Inn. So she a maid, so she probably overstaffed and stuff like that. So I'm supposed to be helping her, but I wasn't doing shit but sitting in them rooms going through them bags. That's all I was doing. I was not. I was like, it's a shame how it came to be for me to even have this feeling of that I gotta get it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I wasn't trying. It just came about, and so it was something that it was a challenge. It wasn't even a challenge because I scared the shit out of my cousin. Them they probably had never seen no shit like that from me coming from Miami. You know that's fast. So I'm really fast because I'm faster than these kids, and I'm jumping in the cars with my nephew. I mean with my cousin, with their friends, and they older. They trying to get at me, and the only thing I'm thinking about is some money. So,
I mean, the maid thing, like that's a perfect situation to be in to have access to just everybody's stuff, you know?
yeah.
Because I think about that all the time. Like I'll bring my laptop and I always put the little do not disturb thing, you know, on
but
on
don't
the
leave
door.
your shit out. Don't never leave it out. I can tell you that much right now. I don't, the stuff done changed from then. But it can be taken if you leave your shit in the room. But now they got the safes inside, so people could do that now. But back then it wasn't no safes and all that stuff in the rooms. I would go in there, sit in there, and whatever valuable that I wanted to take, and I'm not gonna take nothing. I'm gonna take one of the best parts in it, instead of taking everything or just like cleaning the shit out because you don't want them to miss it. I got that perception, that conception at an early age.
And that way, these people are back. They've flown all the way back to Missouri before they realize
before they realize that they missing some shit.
Yeah,
and I hadn't started stealing credit cards then, but that came later on.
Do so you do eventually graduate high school
Yes, I did. I did finish, and I went to the first thing I did was because I'm already hanging around with the best boosters, and we going to the SIBO building. We stealing diamond rings. I'm stealing whatever possible that I could get. Now this is during high school. This is right before I got turned out because what happened was I met a pimp when I was see, I got a lot of shit I'm going through.
Right.
So before I met the pimp, I was already hanging with the dope fiends. Remember I telling you about the dope fiends and but they was rich dope fiends because these guys get money. So they liked me because they used to say she got more heart than a gunslinger. So they mind me coming and being because I'm ready to do whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Anything but fuck for it. So other than that, I'm going to, I got more heart. They say you got more heart than a gunslinger. I'm finna show you because I was about it, And then from that point, then we started doing the checks. So I'm doing checks, and then we got a guy work for the post office. So I'm like 16 then because that's the first time I got involved with the Secret Service came. I didn't get arrested because not because I was 16, but they didn't have anything to arrest. They couldn't find anything on me. But the guy that worked at the post office and another girl, two other people, got charged for
stealing the mail.
For stealing. Well, the guy worked for the post office, so he used to give us the checks. So it used to be Social Security checks. We'll go deposit and withdraw.
Okay. I mean, what are you doing? You're depositing them
I'm depositing the checks in accounts. And then when I get there, so you got to look presentable. You got to look good. You can't go in there asking somebody okay, I got a $30,000 check, but I got a good deal on a car that I could pay cash for if I could get $7,000-8,000 right now, and you depositing the rest. So you got them then because you leaving a big portion of the check in there, and you want to take a portion out. So,
right.
So then you got to go back the next day, and then you could take more out in the next day. 'Cause within 3 days, you could take money out before it come back. But it probably wouldn't come back as much because those was good Social Security checks.
Or they were government issued checks.
Government
so
issued
it takes
checks.
a while for them to
Yeah.
kind of I forget what they basically do. They claw back the money or say, hey, that's the check's no good, or it's good, but it wasn't to this person or whatever.
Right. Yeah. They get the money back.
So how? I mean that goes on. The Secret Service showed up.
The Secret Service came to my mom's house and came to.
And you live there,
and I was at my mom. I was just 16, and so the Secret Service gonna tell my mama they had a check and showing the check, and my mom said, "Tell them the truth." And I'm looking at her like, "No, it ain't," because my mom said, "Tell them the truth," because they say that my print was on there, but I know I didn't go for that. I knew then not to go for that, So they didn't. I didn't get arrested, but they arrested the other people.
So that got shut down.
They got shut down. They got shut down because they went to jail.
All right. So at what point do you start taking credit cards? Or is that a lot further down the?
No, that wasn't too further down. No, because I'm getting whatever is available. So even if I go in the store to boost, and I see an opening to get the pocketbook, go in the bag, I'm gonna go in the pocketbook, take the wallet out, look in the wallet, pick me something out, and go and put it back. If $10, $15, $100 in there, I'm not finna steal that because that'll wake them up. So I didn't do that. I wouldn't.
So once you graduate high school, though, do you go back to Miami or you stay up in?
No, I end up graduating from Miami because the next year, because that was like the 10th grade year. So when I got back from my senior year is when I came to, and I graduated from high school here. They kicked me out for a year.
Oh, okay.
They kicked me out of school for a year for that robbery in the gym. So after the 11th grade year, and I came back to Miami to finish that. But I was out there. I was already stealing and just whatever hustle and what we doing today? Oh, okay. Well, we gonna go to the Seabold building. We going to steal some diamonds. What we gonna do today? Oh, okay. Let's go over here on North Miami Beach. Let's go and hit some doors. And so that's how it started. So what happened was before I'm graduating, I went to the pimp ball. That's how I ended up getting turned out to.
The pimp ball.
It was a pimp ball.
What is like a party? Like
I don't know if you ever heard of. You heard of Bishop Don Juan and all that. Okay. Well, anyway, it's a Mac ball. So these dudes, they got bras, they got hoes, and some of them got 8 hoes, 9 hoes. And so it was exciting. So I'm already a fly. I'm a fly girl. I'm already getting money. I'm already making my own money and stuff like that. I'm still not really grasping, what I was doing but I was smart enough to know not to do any damn thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting money, and I ended up going to a pimp ball, and I met my pimp at this pimp ball, 79th Street, Miami.
How does that work?
I know, right? And that's what I said. But anyway, I know that I didn't realize about the pimp because I didn't really realize about the pimp was really after me because I'm feeling like he want to be my dude, my nigga.
Right.
So because I know I could get him because I know I'm a hot commodity. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I'm fly, I'm getting money, and I know that he wanted me, and so I was going to have my way with him because even though I got with him, one thing I was not going to do was be a hoe. Okay, I'm not finna suck on no dick for nothing. So my choice was okay. Well, you don't want to do that. My best bet is I can boost. That's it. So that was my thing for me to do with him. Wasn't gonna be no, you were not finna turn me out to nothing, none of that. Because, to be frank with you, the white folks weren't on my side right there during that time. Okay, I was with it. So he turned me out and took me. He was the first one sent me to Tampa by myself. That's how I ended up in Tampa by myself. He sent me up here to come up here to get on. But I learned how to pick pockets in Miami.
Okay, and what were you supposed to come up to Tampa to do?
Pickpockets, come up here to make money.
Okay.
Yeah, I was coming to Tampa to make money. That was the first place after Miami because Miami was getting hot. I got turned out in Miami. So after I met the pimp and I got turned out down there, so that's where I'm robbing, learning how to go in the rooms, how to pickpocket and all of that. I picked that up right there. I just picked that up.
So he's telling you, go to Tampa, pick pockets, get as much money and jewelry, whatever you can get, and come back to Miami
and come back to Miami.
Give it to him?
Yeah.
I just don't understand that. I never understand.
But let me tell you something. And see, I was always smart enough that I never even gave all my money. See, I'm not finna give you all my money. I had enough sense to not do that. If I go and make $8,000-$10,000, you think I'm finna give you all of that? No way. So I give you a few $1,000s, but I'm put some of this. I put this shit to the side, baby.
What benefit do you get from him for that, though?
I'm gonna tell you, the only thing it was dick. It was it, because it wasn't nothing else. Couldn't have been nothing else, because it.
You're killing me. So how long does this go on? Do you
it was just
kick him to the curb, or what?
I finally did, because once I got to Tampa, right after I get to Tampa, then I meet another pimp. But this one here, he a gangster pimp. See, Billy wasn't a gangster pimp. He was. I'm gonna call him a soft pimp. Okay. Joe, I met Joe here. He was a real he's from Missouri, so he was. But they say show me state.
Mm.
He was a gangster. That nigga shoot a bitch quick in like 5 minutes. So, he was up my alley, right? But he was a bit.
So. All right. Do you move to Tampa? Do you stay in Tampa?
I love Tampa. Oh my God, yeah. Anytime that I wanted to come up, I came to Tampa. Like, cause the jewelry, cause I'm taking jewelry off of your arm, I'm taking off your neck. I used to go out to these hotels out by where the mall is now, the Tampa International.
Mm-hmm.
Before they built that mall, they have hotels. So these are all corporate men that used to come. So you walking through the hotel, walking through the hotel, it would just be me, maybe and another partner or something or whatever, because it wasn't too many, because everybody got to be able to steal their own money. And so if you hear a room, sometimes they have the curtains open a little bit and men be in there talking, they congregate businessmen, business guys and stuff. And then I just knock on the door, hey, what y'all doing? Y'all want to party? And all I need is 3 minutes. I mean, not even 3 minutes, just a few minutes, and I'm finna hit everybody, each one of them. I'm getting ready to hit. She'll hit one, or I hit both of them. We gonna hit both. We gonna hit them all if they, in the room. So that's what we look for. We look for guys by themselves, and I'm looking on your neck and your wrist, because I want to get something off your arm and your neck.
We just walk up to them, just kind of hold their hand, just
be
real close.
This telephone number. No, I used to say, hey, take this telephone number down. We got, I got a lot of girls over here. We got Chinese. We got all kind of girls over here. Take this telephone number down. Take this telephone number down. 777-9311 used to be the number. I used to say all the time. And that was a song, really. And the motherfucker be going for it, because I just be saying it so fast, 777-9311. So they can't mix it. And then as long as because during that time, it was no telephones. So they got to write the number down. You're keeping a pen. So you gotta give me a card, write this number down. And they as soon as you extract them to write down, you don't win in their shit all so quick, And he said, oh, okay, all right.
How do you, I know you said you learned in Miami, like, how do you learn this? Does it slide of hands quick? Like, how are you able, like, what was the training process like that? Like, I don't know, it just seems.
Let me tell you, I had a friend, okay, remember I told you about my pimp. So his friend, he had a friend that his girl, she's from Boston, Massachusetts, backpack. And I tell you, she could steal so fast, she could steal and talk to you and turn your wallet upside down and slide that money out while she talking to you. when I saw that shit, I knew that was up my alley because I'm, the finesse part about it, because at first I was going into I will follow my dudes. He had like white broad, and I will follow her in her room, and I act like I'm going there, use the bathroom, turn the light off, turn the water on, make the trick think that I'm using the bathroom, but I'm back out the door on my knees, stealing his shit out of his wallet while she got him on the bed. So
It makes me think of the Romanian wall or whatever. There's actually videos where they have a bunch of people that will go into a convenience store and they kind of create there's like maybe 4 people that kind of create like a wall for just a second.
Yeah.
And so the cashier, for just a second, it's blank. You can't see anything. So one person ducks down as they kind of move about the store. So now he's down here at the front of the counter. He'll crawl around the counter while someone else distracts the clerk saying, "Hey, excuse me." And the guy's like, "Yeah, what's up?" While he's crawling behind them, and he'll go in the safe or do whatever he has to do to get whatever the money is. And then he'll crawl back out. And then they kind of group back together, and the guy stands back up, and they all walk out. It's called the Romanian wall. It's like a whole thing. It was like a huge thing. I watched a whole kind of like a documentary on it. It was amazing.
Yeah,
but they practiced.
Yeah,
they get together and they figure out how to do it. And I was just wondering too, like the watch thing. Like, are you kind of holding the guy's hand while you're undoing the clasp?
Yeah, because see, I'm gonna look at it and I'm gonna see how I'm gonna be able to get it off. And the ones.
And he's not expecting it.
That you got to pull out. He's not gonna miss because you steady. You keeping his eyes on your eye. You keeping him focused on you. And so, if they just give me a minute, I got it. So that's
it's like fraud. I always say, but people, they're like, how do they get away? How do you get away with fraud? Well, people aren't looking for it. They don't accept. They're not expecting. When you often can talk to them, you just expect that the person's talking to you for the reason that
but see, perception is a motherfucker. So if you're not dressed to your part, like if I come into your establishment and if I look like, and you selling, just say like you selling diamonds in it, and you come in there looking like a rough bitch, I'm not fixing to leave my eyes off of you. But if you feel comfortable with me, because you perceive me to have money, because that's what I'm gonna look like. I'm gonna look like I got some money. You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna underestimate why I'm there. You're not gonna question. I done had put one of my partners that worked with me, had her in the back seat going to a bank and let her sit in the back seat, and I'm acting like it's a white woman back there in the back seat because I got tinted windows and the drive-through teller right here, she can't see, and all I want to do because I got the checkbook and pass that checkbook and pass that ID, so the driver and teller would think that I am the driver. I'm taking care of Miss Daisy.
Right.
Okay. And she don't see Miss Daisy, but Miss Daisy is a black bitch sitting back there. Now, Miss Daisy is not a white woman that I'm done gave the ID and the checkbook to. And I'm looking at I'm like, she baby, you know what I mean? So you don't get no action unless you get some reaction. So I that's what kind of things that I would do. Because I had the heart. I'm like, okay, we finna play this part right today. We're going to go do this right here. Then we'll go to a jewelry store. And so I would tell my dog, I would say, and then see, they look younger, so they will play like, I'm mama. Now, but they'll call me mama because I have them dressed to a point where they're not going to question them either. So long as they don't open their mouth, because some of them have gold teeth. So I'm like, you can't open your mouth to let a bitch know anything. So you just say, if I ask you a question, then say, Mama, can I use the bathroom? And then so you got the Vic, and the Vic is the person who you finna steal from. I know I got her. She say she can use the bathroom, but she don't know that she finna go back there and tear that bitch down. Right. So she gonna go use the bathroom, but she just think that's my little daughter.
Right.
And then I might be right here under the desk, right here, stealing her shit with my toes right here, while she right here in front of me. So it was different, a lot of different criminal activity that I be involved with. Like, I wake up, I wake up 6:00 in the morning like any bitch going to work. And that's my day.
This is your job.
That's my job all the way into the nighttime. So I might boost in this part of the day, and then I might, if I come across, because I don't never turn down a lick, a available lick. I done took a cast off my hand before, so I could pick a pocket. Cause I was like, oh no, this bitch got money. And my friend, she helped me take that cast off of my hand, so I could pick a pocket. That's how desperate I wouldn't be desperate, but that's how crazy I was. I would go act like I'm buying a house. I'm going to, or just say like, if a person, open house, just say open house.
Right.
You dressing up. You going in there because I'm going in to go in the house.
Yeah.
To get items, good, whatever that's
That poor realtor.
I
That
know,
poor realtor.
Right. I know, right?
Does an open house. You're walking around.
Open house, yeah. But you looking the part. You can't go in there looking like you finna steal
Yeah,
something.
you can't walk in like a wearing a wife beater and overalls.
You know what I mean? So no, you can't do
You know?
that. So yeah, that was a thing to do. Very important to me is the way I'm presenting myself, so that you don't think that I'm coming to take your shit. Like it was the first store that I used to go into all the time, and the lady, I was stealing furs at this lady's store for like 4 or 5 years, and that lady told me one time, because I would go once a year, but I know I could go in there and get me 2 furs, right? And I would go into the fucking store. This last time, and I was with my sister, God bless her dead, she was with me. She hate the way I steal because I be ready to go. She was, the lady told me that she had a gun. She said, every time you come in my store, I miss my coat, and I have a gun and I'll shoot. And all I wanted to do was get out the store.
Right.
And that was the last time I went in there with that lady, baby, because she was like, bitch, every time you come in here, you steal my coats, and I know that's you that steal the coats. I don't care how much.
And this is with your sister there?
And with my sister, yeah, my baby sister, yeah. And she worked, but she gave me a lot of room because she was my backup person that I lean on for everything. Like I done seen them. They stopped us in the car one time, and she was she was driving, and we was on 79th Street, so she was on the wrong side of the road. But I had a warrant, and so I used my sister's names. I used their names, and I used her name, right? So when they pulling her over for the traffic for what she was getting stopped for, they took they took her to jail because she had a warrant and she never been to jail.
Did you?
And I'm with her, and she looking at me. But if that had been my older sister, that bitch would have told that's that bitch right there. But my sister Gail looked at me, was like, this bitch, I can't believe this bitch. I'm going to jail. I said, I'll be down there. I'm telling her, I'm coming to get you. Don't worry, I'm coming to get you. And all she had to do was say, that's her right there.
Right.
But when she got down there and they took her prints, it took about an hour. So they released her.
They realized it wasn't the right person.
It wasn't her. I used her name. That's crazy, yeah. So I was just
horrible. That makes for a really tough family dinners.
Right. And she gave me all she had. My sister, she was my backbone. I really miss her. So I'm really cool now. Yeah.
Gail, can you pass the sweet potato? Fuck you.
Yeah.
I ain't touching you shit. Get your own sweet potato.
Yeah, I used their names, and they were hated. But I had one sister, she had to walk around with a paper to say that she wasn't none of me. I used her name. That girl probably still take that shit out on me now that I used her name. And these are all career-oriented people. I'm the Black Sheep. That's the name of my book, Bye Bye Black Sheep. So I'm saying bye-bye to the Black Sheep. So I got my sister and them, and we're all cool now.
So when did the credit cards start to get into credit cards?
I started doing the credit cards. Okay. That was early on because let me see what year. Okay, so when I used to go in, I used to pickpocket, so I would get credit cards. So I would use the credit cards at that point to, if I could keep it for the next day, like especially like if it's early, if it's late and the stores is closed, I can't use it. So I'm gonna always take one of the credit cards out. I'm not gonna take 2 of them if you got 4. All I want is the best card, the best date. I'm gonna look at it, and then I'm gonna put the rest of them back because I don't want you to miss it or to say you missing your wallet. So
right.
So I always would take it out, and then, But the credit cards I used to get from the women when I would go inside of buildings and shit, I would we might get 50 cards a day, and I was going by like laptops all day, just shop all day, buy jewelry, just all day.
What year? When was this? Back in what? Like this is before they had like the point of sale transactions, and all
Yes.
that. This is when they would put them down and go right,
Yeah,
and they
that's
take
it.
the.
Yeah,
Can you imagine?
yeah.
Can you imagine? Like
Because
I remember my dad. We would go places and they'd give him the card. They did that machine.
and that's the worst thing to do because during that time, we used to go and get the garbage out because all you got to do is that carbon copy.
Yeah, it's got
You drop
everything.
that bitch in the garbage. All you got to do is put it up to the light. We did that even with checks. So because we had a dude that had a photostatic memory, he knew how to sign a check, and we used to go to the bank. Joe went to prison for organized crime for that. We would go to the bank and go in the garbage cans. Put somebody. I wouldn't get in the garbage can. He would have somebody go in the garbage can. We get the whole bags of fucking photostatic copies of accounts and just fucking free fall with it. So we got a lot of money doing that.
All right. So I mean, at some point, do you end up you get caught for this for all this?
I didn't
For any of-
go to jail with Joe them for that.
Right.
For he didn't put me in with them with the organization because he had girls and stuff like that would go into the bank and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like my job was to help organize it and get it done. If I had to go in the bank, I would because I do go in the bank. So it was never like I wouldn't go in the bank if I needed to go in the bank.
Can you talk about what you did with the hotel rooms? And
I really started that and that started in Miami with the same time that I learned how to pickpockets. I had the one of my dude's pimp friends, his bro, they from Ohio, right? And she knew how I heard the thing, man. She had she was one creeping. She would go creeping because she was pregnant. She might be up to damn near 8 months, but it only take a few hours for you to go, and you get you a good room, especially in sleep, because people gonna be, they'll be asleep that time of morning. Between three, them peak hours is between 3 and 5. 3 and 6 is your peak hours, and you can still go open up a door because you want to catch them because you get to go to the pants. Once you go in the room, you looking for the pants, you looking for the shit on it, whatever you could get your hand on. And I done opened the door and the fucking dog I had to slam that bitch because the dog, as soon as I opened the door, the dog was just like, God damn. And so I would go in the room while the people is asleep. I'm go tapping on the doors on each floor. I'm going to the floor until I have to come out of there. Till it's a reason why that I have to come out. Other than that, I'm staying in there robbing. I'm going from floor to floor, and going in the rooms, get the money.
even with the people sleeping.
Even while the people sleep.
How-
Oh my God, Clearwater Beach and St. Pete Beach. Oh my God, I used to tear them up out there during that time back in the day. I used to tear them up
How are you getting in the door though? People are asleep.
because during that time you had you could use the little plastic thing you could use to open that because they have situated the lock system now where you can't do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you used to be able to just slide it. If you don't do that, sometimes they will leave their key in the door. And then sometimes the door is open ajar. You know what I mean? Like every floor you might can't get it. It's not a promise that you're going to find a door open, but eventually you keep fucking
But you try
going.
enough doors, you're going to get one open.
You're going
right?
to find one. That's going to be a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, with the credit card thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you can still open up doors with the credit card.
And they leave it open and stuff like that. Yeah, because I done been in the room with people while they fucking sleep like on BET what they said by me in the room where the lady woke up.
Mm-hmm.
The lady woke up for real. She woke up. She tried to wake her husband up, but her boy, whoever it was. But I was so silent, I had to sit there and hold my fucking breath for hours, like for real, until I felt comfortable enough that I had enough chance to move because she didn't even go to the bathroom.
So what happened? You went into a room and The person woke up but didn't see you?
No, didn't see me. No, because where I was situated, and I was down. I wasn't standing up, and it was dark. So she didn't turn on the light or nothing like that. Thank God she didn't turn on the light, and they didn't even have a TV on. But I had to be fucking quiet. Yeah.
So eventually she goes back to sleep and
She
you
go
slip
back
out.
to sleep, and I get out. But I know I woke him up because I kind of like slammed that door when I got out. I had to haul that shit. I wasn't finna get caught up in there.
So I mean, at some point, do you get arrested again, like go to jail? Or
I go to jail. Yeah, I in between. I've always gotten like my first prison time from when I was in Tampa for picking pockets. I had like 16 cases for robbery charges. They call it robbery by trickery. For picking pockets, they call it robbery by trickery. And so I got my 3 years, and after that I got out. That was 1979. I went to prison for 3 years from Tampa.
In Florida?
Yeah.
In Florida.
Yeah.
How did they catch you on that?
Well, okay, like Dale Mabry, right? So many people is getting robbed because a lot of these guys is looking for these holes on Dale Mabry. Remember, it used to be the Waffle House right there on Dale Mabry,
Mm-hmm.
and across from what is that, Joe Murphy, and the Odyssey is still there. That's the only thing that I seen. I rode down Dale Mabry yesterday. That I see that's still there. They made the Waffle House anyway. So these tricks would come, where holes is standing at, right? So I'm gonna come around the holes because if they go up to a car, I might go up to the car with them, but I'm finna pick their pocket. So these hoes can't get no money. If they go with the trick ain't got the money because his money is gone. So these hoes used to be mad. That's why the niggas was wanting to run us out of town because they said we was stealing all they hoes' money. We, stealing. So because the girls couldn't make no money because we stealing the money from the tricks before they could go with the trick and suck dick or whatever they gonna do with them. But they just got a lot of cases together. They really fucked me because I had 16 cases and I and my nigga paid. I had 2 lawyers, but they charged me with what they did was during the lineup. They'll show 5 faces, right? But I'm looking decent and presentable, and then you gonna show 4 other junkies that sleep that's like this is ugly. So a person gonna know who he talked to.
Yeah.
Even with my wig off, I'm the one that's the cutest one with my damn eyes open. So they tricked them, and so my lawyer was saying that they told them that's her right there, that's her right there. So it was one trick came from Texas. I never forget that cracker name, John Stafford. I don't know if you're alive. And he came down here and said that I had a gun, and I ain't never used a gun to rob nobody. Not that, no. So I knew he came down and told a lie. And so I had all those cases piled up, and the attorney, my attorney said that I need to go ahead and just plead, because if I get found guilty on one of the charges, I'm gonna get the max. So then I just went on and took.
Was
the
it
plea.
max like 10 years or?
No, I was going to get the maxes. No, for robbery, 16.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. So I ended up getting 3. I pleaded to 3 years for them to run the cases.
Where did you
concurrent.
go?
I went to Lowell, Florida. The first place I went to was Lowell, and then we opened up BCI, Broward Correctional Institution.
And you did did you do the whole 3
I
years?
I did to the door. I came out. I did to the door to one time I was supposed to be getting. Oh, that day that I was getting out, they was trying to keep me even longer because I pulled my pants down and pulled my dress up and parted my ass. I wanted to tell this lieutenant bitch, kiss my ass, kiss my. She was. I hated her, Miss Primo. That was that bitch name too. Miss Primo.
Everybody needs a good pair of jeans. What I like about the perfect jean is that the moment you put them on, they feel like sweatpants. They don't ever pinch or bind up. As a matter of fact, they're super stretchy. There's never any point where you feel like they're binding up on you or they're tight or they pinch you or anything like that. They're comfortable in pretty much any position that you sit in. They're really great. They're comfortable and they look great. And the best part is our listeners get 15% off their first order plus free shipping at theperfectjeans.nyc or Google The Perfect Jeans and use promo code COX15 for 15% off. Normally, a good pair of jeans costs anywhere between $150 to $200, but The Perfect Jeans are reasonably priced at $79.99. For a limited time, our listeners get 15% off their first order plus free shipping at theperfectjean.nyc and use promo code COX15 for 15% off. That's 15% off for new customers at theperfectjean.nyc with promo code COX15. Please support our channel and tell them we sent you. Your khakis. Get The Perfect Jean.
All right.
Miss Primo, and I had to have my mom wait for me for hours because they had teletype Tallahassee trying to take any time that they could take
Right.
to make me, but I had them maxed out. It wasn't nothing else they could do.
So where did you, after you left, did you go back to Miami or did you stay in?
I went to Miami, went straight to Miami, and my mom, remember that day, my mom took me, we went to eat, and I'm talking to my mom like, she wanted me to straighten my life up, and the only thing I was thinking of, I'm finna go hit 36th Street, right? That's right by Miami Airport. That's nothing but corporate people, up and down, barefooted. I mean, because my feet was hurting so bad, I had to take the shoe off. I was like, shit, I was robbing right there.
How old were you at that time?
22.
So what happens? How do you get back on your feet? Like,
As soon as I get out of jail, and it take me not even 30 days. I made me about like $60,000. Turned around and brought me a car. I brought me a Seville Cadillac in like 30 days because I'm everything that you get, you gonna get $5,000, $6,000, $8,000. You know what I mean? If I could get 4,000, but if you stay down, you good. And most of the time, if I'm near the same area, only thing I would do is just change my wig, change clothes and change a wig. And then you can still be near the same vicinity of where you was, So that's what I used to do on Dale Mabry too. I would go and change clothes and come back out, go change outfits, change wigs and come back out.
I'm curious, when do you go to Atlantic City? Is that soon after this? Or?
Yes. That was after that because after I got out of prison, because that's about Atlantic City time was the early '80s. That's when I went to Atlantic City. Took the game from Tampa again to Atlantic City, Philadelphia, because that's where me and Joe was. Our little circle we was riding in, and so. He had friends because pimps be in touch with pimps. So Joe was my dude, and Brandy had her dude, and we went to Philadelphia, Atlantic City. Atlantic City is really small, so really you can't stay there for no long time because the strip is so fucking small. So you stealing and you up and down in the hotel rooms. I'm creeping. I'm doing all of that. Then we go over to Philadelphia, because Philadelphia is ain't but an hour or so away. And I would spend my time between Philly, Atlantic City. Where else did we go? New York. Oh yeah, definitely New York. Because I remember we was in New York one time, and we was picking pockets, me and Brandy, and we was picking pockets on 11th Avenue. So you got all these holes up and down 11th Avenue, and we picking pockets, so they bring the paddy wagon to come and pick up these broads. They and so you could hear the hoes saying, "Them ain't no hoes," and see, we don't look like no hoes. So we didn't dress like like the prostitutes. They provocative and all of that. We looking like school teachers out here amongst these bitches. So when they was putting them in the paddy wagon, we didn't go to jail one night because them hoes was saying, "Them ain't no hoes, them ain't no hoes," and they let us go.
all right. So how long did this go on for? At some point, don't you stop?
I always pickpocket. That was something that I did. Look here, I could, even when I was trafficking my own dope.
Right.
I would get on the plane, and if I could still, and let me stop that right there. I'm the reason why the stewardess them have to put their pocketbooks up now.
Right.
Because I used to go and hit them up. As soon as they bring that card out, I'd be the first bitch in the back, going through everything. I didn't take their whole pocketbook, but I took what was worth it. Okay, I would have about 2 to 4 keys on me. It all depends. I would have 2 to 4 keys on me. I'm still I'm getting ready to steal out this book, and the book meaning the purse. I'm getting ready, and then when I get off the plane, if I'm in Las Vegas, I'm getting off the plane dirty with the dope. Done stole the credit card and finna go in the casino to go and buy something because over there it's 24 hours, so you could go buy any kind of pieces of furnishings and clothes, mink coats, jewelry, all night long. You could buy shit out of Las Vegas. So that's what kind of, when I say bitch got more heart than a gunslinger, because who else would do some shit like that? You know what I mean? Like, you just, for real, you dirty and you still getting ready to get on the plane and do some other shit.
When is your next like arrest where you have to go to prison? Is that from Las Vegas? Or
But it started it started in Las Vegas because I'm up there working, right? So I got one of my friends, one of my best friends. She's living up there, but she hustling. So now, because I've always met all of these players in different places, I know who all the players are in each town. So I'm well connected, and I'm from Miami. You know, when they started the drugs. So I was a benefit for them because people want to come and get some of that good dope from Miami. And so that's how I started in Vegas, because I started, selling dope over there. And I had got my customer base built up. And then I came down to Miami, turned some guys on to my customer base, and we got money.
How are you guys getting the dope from Miami to Vegas?
On the airplane, I'm getting the dope on the airplanes from Miami. And let me tell you this: what started me with the wheelchair, how I end up going in the wheelchair. I had a few keys in between my legs, so I got on a silk skirt set. So as I'm walking into the airport, I could feel the wind blowing on my skirt against me,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't want that imprint that you could see it.
Mm-hmm.
So something clicked in my head, bitch, get a wheelchair. And I had the people come and get, and that wheelchair shit stuck with me forever. Okay, and because that's the way when I met Gucci, that's how I surprised him, because he wanted me to go to Nassau to go get some dope. That's how I met him, because he didn't know how to do it, so I know how to take care of it. And I said, I'm going over here to Nassau, and I'm gonna get that dope. I went over there in a wheelchair and came back on the wheelchair sitting on dope. I went over there with no dope on me, but I came back in the wheelchair sitting on dope.
Who is Gucci?
That's my ex, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's his name. That was my ex, man.
And so you're in Miami buying stuff. You got people in Miami, and you have people in Vegas.
Yeah.
And what are you moving? Like, how much product are you guys?
Keys. Yeah.
I mean, is this keys like 2 or 3 a month or a week?
No, I'm doing more than that. Cause when I first started, it probably was like 3 to 5 a week.
And this is
Something
still
like that.
in the 70s or 80s?
That was in the 80s.
Okay.
Yeah, that was in the 80s, because that's when it got because when they had the Marriott boat lift, that was 82. Oh yeah, because that's when the dope became just like crazy in Miami. After they had the Marriott boat lift, all the drugs started coming.
Right. The
from Colombia.
Cuban crime wave.
It was a Cuban crime wave, but the Colombians was the one that had the dope. The Cubans didn't have the dope. They was just crazy as hell, because I was picking pockets, and I might pull some cocaine out of a bitch pocket, but I'm going to take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might pull it outside. Yeah, I'm going in for the money, and then I used to be around those Cubans at those clubs, because they wear a lot of jewelry, and then those Javina watches was popular. Big fucking links, so I stayed over there and didn't speak no English, but I was up in that shit. and we would I was still I'm taking dope. I'm okay. My day is if I start in the morning, just say like I'm looking for some little cars. I'm starting I'm going from cars to boosting. From boosting, if I get a customer, somebody call me, want some dope, I'm gonna do that too. If I need to go, whatever it is that I need to do. Like one time, I had some guys that work. What they work like for a dump company or something like that. Them niggas found like $500,000 worth of unsigned travelers checks.
But they didn't know what to do with it.
Didn't know what to do with it, honey, and I knew what to do with it. I lived off those travelers checks for damn near 3 years for real. They brought him to me, and the funny thing, let me tell you about this instance. And so with me wanting to do the travelers checks, so now I got to figure out where you could go and cash them at, right? So I had the ID to match with the signature because you just putting the name in it. So I went to the foreign exchange at Miami Airport, and the foreign exchange it's a little guy working the foreign exchange. It's like a little bank in the airport,
Yeah,
where you go do the foreign
yeah. I
exchange.
see him. I see him all the time.
Okay,
Well, like I just went to Canada. When you go to Canada, as you come out, there's
foreign exchange,
and they
okay, yeah, they don't divvy it up now, but this guy. He used to be flirty all the time. I said, I'm going to get this motherfucker. I want him to just let me in that back door. Let me in that door. One time, I couldn't believe that he let me in that door.
Inside the little
He
bank
let me
thing?
inside the freaking bank. And I ain't going to tell no lie. I didn't come up like I wanted to, but I did grab something. But that's when I woke him up because the drawer was like partially opening and I was like behind. Because he about this tall. Like really, he's shorter than me. But he was just trying to. If I'd have rubbed on his dick for 5 minutes, I would have got more money or something.
The only thing that I was thinking of, and I don't even remember the extent of it. I just know when you were doing the the dealing stuff in Miami or the moving the drugs.
Oh, okay, okay.
Was
So
the
okay,
office stuff, or I don't know what it was.
okay. Going into the office buildings, we was. I started off in stores, so basically, like the news clippings would show that they say I would go into these different businesses taking undetermined amounts of cash and credit cards and would use them. So I would take the cards and go. The one person said this bitch had enough nerve to steal a card out of one store right here and then went next door and go shopping over there with the card from the store that she just got from the lady right here. One time, when I got these cases, the police officer, when I told you I was at Bloomingdale's, and the police officer called the lady who card I had. The lady didn't know that her cards
had been stolen.
She know because she had a pocketbook,
Right.
So the police started telling her, and I could hear him. He's steady trying to get her to check her purse because she said, "No, I got mine." And then it ended up. She ended up realizing that her cards was missing because I had already done spent that money
Right.
on the card.
And how would you guys get those cards out of the businesses?
I would go in there, okay, just say like, this your office. You just went to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm suited down. If I come past here, now mostly looking for women, like, because I go into business where they have like a lot of, what you call those little cubicles?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like real places. So just say like if you went to the bathroom and you had to go somewhere in the office, because these buildings where you go in at, you got to have badges. You can't just come in there. So these were kind of office business that I used to look for.
Right.
And so we would go in there and one looking out and the other one is going ramming through the purse to grab some good cards. We're not finna take the purse, not finna take the money. And that's in some thousands. You know what I'm saying? You could say we'll take it, but look, a couple $100 we're not gonna steal that because we don't want to wake you up.
Right. So you're going from cubicle to cubicle looking for people that have left
that
their
have
purses.
left, yeah, because everybody, because you're gonna have to do it so fast. You have to do it fast. You can't go in there and spend the night in that shit. You got to go in there, and because you know where you're looking at, top, bottom, on the side, and you pull it out. You go in there, and so a person's job is, if a person walk up, the person is walking back up. You start talking to them so they'll know, and then you just act like you looking for somebody. I just know how to break conversation.
I'm curious, what type of lifestyle, like what type of money are you making? How has it progressed? In Tampa, were you just kind of getting by, and now you're in Vegas, or how does it?
I've been getting money all my life. I've been getting money. And to even think of that, I was not even mindful of what I was. What it was. It wasn't like it was big to somebody else, but it wasn't big to me. Because my livelihood was, I like cars, houses, jewelry, you know what I mean? And I like to splurge. You go to the hood and give everybody, all the kids. That's why I'm auntie. Oh my God, mama. I got like 50 godchildren. You know what I mean? Everybody called me godmama because everybody, Gotti this, Gotti that.
I mean, is this like, are you making like $100,000 a month or something?
I'm making, doing this time for, just what you mean with doing it for drugs?
Yeah.
Oh no, because I was when I'm getting dope from Nassau, I'm getting dope for $3,000. The most I paid was $3,000 for is 25
A key.
a key. So you see how they out there in the ocean now, where you see where they attacking them fishing boats.
Yeah.
Well, during that time, the Colombians was,
they're not fishing boats.
yeah,
but they're drug boats.
The drug, yeah, but they smaller boats. But so that's what the Colombians used to drop their dope over in Nassau. So the people would be out on the boats, fishing from some bales. So I used to get a lot of wet dope, but the dope I could dry it out because all I had to do was open it up. I had a room with number lights in it, and I just open it up and let it dry. It's good because during that time it was like 99% pure anyway. But you used to get the damp dope, you didn't mind. I'm paying $2,500, and I'm coming back over here selling it for 22. For Rochester, New York, L.A., Boston, Philadelphia. I'm so Memphis. So
So you make like a profit of like $18,000-$19,000 per key. And
that's how much I make. That was my profit. Yeah. Because
how many keys are you moving a month?
A month I'm moving. Just say like if I'm moving 20 a week, 20, 40, 20, 46, 80, about 100 keys, because I'm making over $500,000.
Okay.
Because I'm doing it because I'm doing it excessively. Like I never let up. So twice a week we would be on those cruise ships, and I would take 3 days because it's 3 days you get to go on.
To go to Nassau and back?
No, because you want to go on a cruise. You want to pay more money because you don't want to be suspicious on an overnight cruise.
Okay.
An overnight cruise, you be suspicious. So.
And so where's the cruise going?
The cruise going to Freeport, Bahamas.
Okay. And then
back,
you're picking up stuff, bringing it through the cruise.
And you're coming back. Yeah. Yeah.
This is what, in the 80s?
Yeah, that was in the 80s. Yeah. And so that was perfect because it was really easy, and you have to present yourself right. So when you going to do those, when you going to get the dope, how you present your perception is more important.
You can't look like a dope dealer.
Not at all.
You look like a normal business person.
Yes.
Or a tourist or something like.
Yes, you got to look like a tourist, and I dress my girls up, have them with nice outfits, and tell them don't open their mouth because most of them had golds in it.
Right. This is the daughters.
Yes,
right?
the daughters. Yeah.
What caused? Did you do another prison sentence between Vegas and starting to move the dope in Miami? Was there another arrest or like prison sentence?
Yes, it did. I got arrested 1989 because during that time I'm going back and forth from Nassau.
Mm-hmm.
I I had a police dude over in Nassau that was kind of like,
Crooked.
crooked,
Yeah.
crooked, because everybody want money in Nassau.
Yeah.
You could buy anybody over there, and so we was missing like 50 birds, right? And so we knew that he had something to do with it. And then so I was going back and forth with him, and then he said he's going to, make it up, get it right, because it was free flowing over there. Birds wasn't nothing to get over there, because it's just like them going out and get some conch. That's how rapid it was over there. So, but you have to watch them because you'll get beat too. You'll get beat. So he did that, and so that's how I ended up getting fucked up, because he was calling himself paying me back, and then one of the times on my way coming back is when he informed the police ahead. So he played both sides against the middle, just so he could get rid of that, and he don't have to worry about paying, because he was gonna have to pay.
And so you got arrested.
I got arrested, and then that's when I got my federal time.
Did you get arrested in Nassau?
I got
or
arrested in Miami.
Yeah,
As soon
as you got back,
as soon as I got back, yeah.
How'd that go? They bring you downtown. Is it just you? What about the daughters?
Oh no, they wasn't with me.
Oh, okay.
Because this was a payback trip. You know what I'm saying? So really, I had my sister with me, and she wanted to, and I said, "No, that's all right. I got it. I'll do it myself." And in my mind, that's why you have to listen to your mind, because that spirit is not fooling you when it's telling you no.
Mm-hmm.
When that spirit is telling you no, you need to adhere to that.
Yeah, intuition. Your intuition.
Yeah.
So, all right. So they grab you. They arrest you and bring you downtown. I mean, what is your lawyer saying?
My lawyer, Fred Robbins. That's my lawyer. You know Fred?
No.
Oh, okay. He, I'm trying to work on me a bond, and it was really fucked up, because I had these other charges. No, I got arrested for that. So while I'm out on bond, they had been looking for me, because in the newspaper, looking for the fingernail bandit. That's what they labeled me, the fingernail bandit. So they looking for the fingernail bandit in some kind of way. Oh, that's damn.
Is this because you had like?
I just, because that's how they could identify me. I got
because you got like
newspaper clippings. You could Google that.
You got like claws.
Oh no, I had them doing then. I had like real claws. They labeled me the fingernail bandit, and so they arrested me because I had they found out that I was the person. Oh, I got busted at fucking Bloomingdale's. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was at Bloomingdale's buying perfume. You got to help me out now. I was at Bloomingdale's, and I was getting cologne. I was buying cologne, and I was passing the lady the cards, right? So I got my blue Benz outside. I'm passing the lady cards when she's saying that it's not going through. But at the meantime, she had done alerted the police that I had did that.
Yeah, she's just trying to kind of hold you.
Trying to hold me, and when I went out the door, that's when they arrested me. That's how that shit went. Damn.
And this was after you'd already gotten out on the federal charge.
On the federal charges.
So you're waiting for that to be taken care of.
Yeah. So that's why on the video you'll see where the reporter was saying that these people, they just kept going.
So once your state charges and federal charges, when you get arrested on the state charges, do they give you bond, or you stay in prison?
I had to stay in jail.
Okay.
I had to stay in jail because the drug charges took precedent over the state charges.
So your lawyer now, the same lawyer now, he was representing on the federal charges. He come in and represent you on the state also?
Yes, I had to, because I was going to plead out on those state charges anyway. And then they was looking for, they said the fingernail bandits, but they never did get the bandits. They only got me. I didn't tell on the bandits. Okay, so the bandits got free, and we got so much money. I was getting hundreds of thousands of dollars from a jeweler. I had a jeweler that had a jewelry store, and as long as I came in with good credit cards, I could buy anything out of there. I had to brought so much that there wasn't nothing else in there for me to buy. that I bought so much jewelry from him. And when the feds got me, they went to see him, and he told them that he told my friend to tell me that if you don't say nothing, I ain't gonna say nothing. So I freed him too.
So I mean, you had gotten locked up by the state, and then you were already on bond for the feds. So I'm assuming that you ended up getting sentenced for what? The feds? Did they also sentence you for the state, or they do it concurrent?
I got sentenced. A state sentenced me as well, but
You did your time in the feds.
yes, but see, what happened was one of my the weapons charges, because I was a convicted felon, that was federal, so that was no longer a state charge, except for I had the credit card charges, the fraud charges, but they didn't run it concurrent, but my federal time overtook the state.
Okay.
Because and actually the correction officers where I was at in jail, because they said I was very manipulative, they end up kicking me out of fucking jail because they was like I was a manipulator. I was eating from East Coast Fishery. I had some of the women, the correction officers, they wanted my fucking clothes, my nails. I did their hair. I mean, and so the corporal, the lieutenant, whatever, they was mad as hell because they felt like I was influencing the correction officers. So they sent me to the state, which they knew I shouldn't have been there, because I'm waiting on my federal time. They know this didn't go, but they just kicked me out. So I end up staying in the state probably less than 60 days, and then they had to bring me back so I could do my fed time.
Where did you do the federal time?
I was all over. I went to Lexington, Kentucky. I went to Lexington, Kentucky. After Lexington, Kentucky, I wanted to get away from there. I hated that blue state, that you know what Kentucky is. And I wanted to leave there, so I got involved in a riot. And I said, if it's 20 or more people, y'all call me. I'm going to jump in it because I want to get transferred. And that's what I did. I went and jumped into the riot, and they shipped us overnight to maximum security. So I was in prison with Griselda Blanco, Squeaky From, all of us. It was only like 120 of us in maximum security prison. I loved it.
Where was this? Where was the maximum?
Mariana, Florida.
Oh, okay.
Mariana, Florida is where the maximum security was for women. And we had our own clothes. We had hair weave. I got contraband in the fucking maximum security. Okay? I got contraband. I smoked my weed. My sister, God bless her, thank her for her. She always made sure that whether or not she put the weed in the bedroom slippers, if I send a box out to act like I'm sending shit home, right? So when she get it, she gonna go in there from the bottom, open that bitch up, put everything, all the contraband in it, and send it back like she never did get it.
Right.
And they gonna
like
call me back
mail.
a return mail. I used to kill their ass on that.
And then they don't search it because they think
that's right.
Okay.
It's returned, and I get it back, and then I have all my contraband in there.
So how much time did you end up doing?
I did 120 months. I did my full time.
And you didn't get any good time?
No, because I never follow the rules. I never follow the rules. So
I mean, in prison, you got to follow the rules.
In prison, yeah, you supposed to, but I had it good because my work ethic was good. But I worked in the fucking lieutenant office, and by chance, and this was in Texas, Carswell, Texas. They fucked around and let me get a job in the lieutenant office where they take all the contraband at. Now, why would they do that shit with me? Yeah, okay, as the lead head. So if they snatch some shit up, if they find shit that's coming in, they'll stop it. Stop a load from coming in, and they bring it in the lieutenant office. I'm gonna go right in there and piece it off and get it out, get most of it out, most of the contraband, because there might have been some of mine that they got.
Do you think they knew this was happening?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because see, in prison, you can't tell nobody shit. People can't really be in your business. So as far as me smoking and shit like that would just be for my private self. I wasn't trying to sell no weed and sell in there to nobody because I didn't want nobody to bust me, get me fucked up. You know what I mean? So I would.
So you get out of prison, and that's when you got out of prison, and you went ahead, you went to college, you got your accounting degree, and then you opened the accounting firm. Now you've just been a bookkeeper ever since then. You went straight. You went straight after that.
No, I wasn't no bookkeeper, but I've tried to get myself together, and because I'm 70, I'll be 70 years old. Yeah.
How old were you when you got out of prison?
I was in my 40s, because I damn near was 50.
40.
Yeah,
You still got another run in, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, hell no. Hell no.
I got out. I was 49. I was like, yeah, I can't do this again.
Yeah.
Because you go back, your criminal history is so bad. You go back in front of the judge for a jaywalking, and you're getting 10 years.
I got a friend in there now. Got a life sentence for an ounce of powder.
Just because
and she can't, and the president can't let her out. It'd have to be like DeSantis.
Oh no, he's not letting anybody out.
I advocate for everybody, and so that's what I'm getting ready to do. I'm opening up a safe house for women, formerly incarcerated women, when they get out of jail for 2026. Yeah.
Like, I like DeSantis, but he's not letting anybody. But the only problem I have is his stance on, like, rehabilitation and helping.
Right, helping somebody.
No, he doesn't. He's got no tolerance for any type of foolishness, and I just feel like these guys go to prison, and you can't just let them out with no training, no help, and then they reoffend, and they go, oh, see, they reoffended. You let them out, fucking nothing.
Yeah.
He got no training. You let him out with no place to go, no place to stay, and then they reoffend within 3 months. Well, how are you supposed to put your whole life back together in 3 months? And I get it, they fucked up, but you can't be upset when they reoffend.
Yeah.
So
second chances. I'm for it.
Yeah.
I'm for it. You know what I mean? So.
We're talking about some guy who, we're not murdered 3 children or something. We're talking about somebody who, this is like drugs.
This girl, 30, she's been in prison 32 years for 1 ounce of powder, because she's a ex-offender.
Yeah,
that is fucking crazy.
We always joke about this dude got a 20-year sentence because he brought a gun to a $20 sale. You know what I'm saying? Like a $10 sale.
Yeah.
And he had a 38, sitting in his car, and now he's got to do 20 years. Like, come on, man. Yeah. That's just foolishness.
Yeah. That's even on a conspiracy tip. Just imagine if I called you and you tell your mom, C is coming by there to pick up. You see that Bloomingdale's bag right there? Give it to her.
She's done. Mom's done.
Or she not.
Or she can testify against her kid.
Yeah.
Which is like, come on, man. What are you doing? Yeah. What are you doing? Like, I knew a guy who got 10 years. I knew the father of these. The kid's name was Lance, and his dad his dad knew he was selling drugs. Granted, but he got a phone call, and the guy said, "Hey, can you tell Lance I'm coming by to get?" And I forget whatever the slang was.
Yeah,
like it was questionable. The dad tried to say, "Well, I didn't know what that was." But the truth is, it sounded like he kind of knew, and the father was just relaying. I'm just relaying. I know what he's doing is wrong, but I'm not involved. In his mind, he's not involved, and all he did was relay a message. So they grab him, they throw him on the indictment. Now they want him to testify against his son.
Yeah.
He said, "I'm not going to do that."
Right.
And so he goes to trial. He loses. He gets 10 years. What did I do? Come on, man. It's too much.
Yeah, the system set up not for us, but. What I'm doing, I'm going to continue. I opened up me a juice bar, and I did all of that down in Miami, because I'm on the health tip now. So I'm trying to live longer till I die.
So that's what you're doing right now. But plus, you wrote a book.
Yes, I wrote a book. Yeah.
When did you write the book?
I actually wrote that book in prison back before 2003 in what was that? Danbury, Connecticut. That's where I started at. But I was just waiting my time, because I had to learn, because I'm so used to getting money so fast. Like, if you know what I mean? So now in your head, you got to learn on that timing.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is timing.
So when did you publish the book?
I published the book. It's been a couple of years. I just republished it this month.
Okay. So when did
I had the book writing. I just had it on the shelf, waiting for the right time because in my mind, I'm not trying to sensationalize my criminal history because it's so, it's a lot. So you don't want to glorify your prison history. So that's why I didn't mind telling my story here because people really don't know that side of the hustle game. Like some of these people starting talking about checks, and I didn't never do welfare fraud, but the housing market, all that stuff like that. Everybody know a game or two to get in, but from my point of view, the shit that they doing now, they wouldn't have last back in my time.
you republished the book and now you're opening? What are you doing now? What are you opening now? You said
the safe house for women, for formerly incarcerated women.
when is that? Is
With
that
this program, 2026 April.
okay?
Yeah. So I'm
Is
going.
this like a 12-room house, 6 room,
No,
2 room?
5 bedrooms, 3 baths. So
So it's like a
the 10 people. Yeah, I'm not going. I'm starting with one house, so I can help women out because those programs helped me out when I was young. Where like when I was young, I probably went to beauty school about 15 times because that was part of the program to keep me from doing time.
right.
Going to jail. I had to go. What you call the little off ramp programs that they instead of sending you to prison, or either if you get a year, like because that's why as much time as I've done, have to equate it to all of those 18 months here, year here, a year and a day here, and all that.
Diversion programs.
Yes, yes.
Uh, so what happened? That they just never took
What's that?
the diversion program, the beauty school. You went
No,
to
it didn't because my mind wasn't set. My mind wasn't ready to settle down. That was part of my life. Like my friend said, she said that was all she know. What else she was gonna do? Like, bitch, you ain't got 5 years in Social Security. What's up? You know.
I'm in the same position. Like I've never had a real job, like I had a real job. The few times I had the like being a mortgage broker, which was like a real job, I immediately turned it into fraud.
Oh wow!
Immediately, there was not. It was like I can't even say, oh no, I was legit for a year. No, immediately.
But I'm gonna tell this story now because it's old. But anyway, it's out of link. But I had went to Ohio and I fucked around and got a job at Dillard's.
Right.
And I was the best seller. I'm a seller. You know what I mean? Like, but the people did not know who the fuck I was. I gave them the background check, and then my friend said the background check did come back with all that shit on it. Because I'm like, why is this shit still following me 30 years later, right? So they gave me the job, but every time I sold, I stole. Every time I sold, I stole in that store. And them people, I think what happened was a girl that I know called and told them people who the fuck I was because I was, but you have to, you got to get your mind straight. They let you go, and so they don't prepare you for what you got to face out here. You can't even get a house. You could buy a house, but you can't rent. Because of your background, well, that's not cool.
Yeah, I was actually lucky because my federal charges didn't show up. But I know multiple people, Zach, multiple times put in an application. Same thing with Boziak. Boziak, my buddy, used to say, "I'm telling you, this is a fucking scam."
Yeah,
because I'm paying $200, $250, $300, $250. He's like, I got $2,000 in applications fees. They charge you a fee. He's like, I've spent $2,000 just trying to get any apartment. Right. Denied. He's like, but they keep your $300.
Yeah.
So, but I'm the only person I know that fucking they got lucky. And just because of my federal charges were so old, they didn't show up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, most federal charges don't show up, but it's the state shit that, that follow you around.
You did Trap Queens?
Yes, I did. Trap Queens.
When, like, how did they reach out to you?
Oh, this what happened. Okay, because I'm friends and they like my family. I don't know if you ever heard of the rapper Yo Gotti. But anyway.
Do they play it on WQYK Country?
No, but anyway, they went to go and review his family in Memphis. Guys used to live in Memphis.
Okay.
So I've been to Memphis. Memphis is one of my spots. And they wanted to interview them. But one of my friends that passed away, one of my partners, the one that got me out to Las Vegas, her niece found out. She knew me, so she gave them my name because they thought I was from Memphis. But when they spoke to me, they found out I'm from Miami. But once they started talking to me, they was like, "Oh yeah, we got to have her." I got a hair product. It's Save My Edges. It's for all you bald head bitches that need your edges. No,
What is
It's the edge bands for sew-ins. It's for people that has thinning edges from using sew-ins. And I'm on Amazon.
Like extensions or something?
It's the edges. The edges like around your hairline.
Oh, your hairline.
Your hairline.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
your hair airline.
Okay. Because that's where
hairline.
you tie in.
Yeah,
and so
sew it, and so it pulls, and it takes.
And it causes what is that? It's like that's where your hair starts to fall off, right? Because it's being pulled on so much.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm doing that, and I'm doing the safe house in April. I think it's around April 16th, something. But I got the house, but it's just taking the paperwork and with commissioner because they want to feel comfortable with you. Because I'm trying to use their money to distinguish. I need help because I'm going to help somebody else.
Okay.
And my book is Bye Bye Black Sheep by Celeste Yvonne Wells. That's the story of my life, about my ins and my outs, and it's going to be more to come.
Hey, you guys, I appreciate you watching. Do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you get notified of videos just like this. Also, we're going to leave all of Celeste's links in the description box. You can go in there, you can click on it, you can go straight to Amazon and buy her book. We're going to leave all of our other social media links and all of our links to her products. Also, if you're interested in being a guest, we're going to leave a link to the website so you can go there and click on the Be a Guest page. Go there, leave fill out the application, leave a brief video. Once again, I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you very much. See ya.